Good afternoon, everybody on YouTube. Still fuming about last night. Still not going to get any easier, is it? And it could get even worse come this Saturday when the Champions League final takes place. But it is what it is. And now we need to decide what type of football club we're going to be and what club we're going to be going forward. Are we going to be a club that decides to just be a West Ham and Everton? My favourite Arsenal fan TV guy. Thank you, Liam. Thank you. On a day where I've been absolutely trolled all over the world by people. Yes, it is live, my friend. It is live. You were so confident. Do you know what? I actually was. Thank you, Ethan. I love you too, bruv. Yeah, I was very confident. But it is what it is. And Hasib, thanks, mate. Yeah, it is what it is. And we now need to decide what type of football club we want to be. Do we want to be the type of football club that go and challenge with Man City and the Liverpools of this world? Or do we just want to be a regular team that sometimes get fourth, sometimes get fifth, sometimes get sixth? I'm finished, says the guy in my stream. Love you, mate. Thanks for watching. Fake fan. Right, let me clear this up for this little mug that's in the room, yeah? Right, that's still watching me even though he's telling me I'm finished, yeah? Right, let me clear this up because there's been an awful lot of haters. I'm going to block him from my stream. Bye-bye, get out. Spam in the comments. Right, let's clear this up, right? So, when you do a live stream like this one, or the one I did last night, is he still in my fucking chat? How's he not here? Get out of my fucking chat. Bye-bye. Right, so, when you're in a live stream, which you guys are now, if somebody donates to my channel, you can see they've donated, yeah? That's cool. So, when I was doing the stream last night, I'm sat there, people are donating, I'm reading their questions out, etc., etc. I then go for a toilet break, the camera's still rolling, I then ask how much the donations total up to. Now, bear in mind, like I said, people can see the donations coming in as they're coming in, okay? Not one mention of, no, they can't recognise it, Brandon. They can't recognise sarcasm because these people have got ulterior motives, which I'll come to in a minute, right? But, so yeah, I went to the toilet. I was going to the toilet, en route to the toilet. We thought the cameras had stopped rolling and it was on mute. I then asked how much the donations had totaled. As soon as I said 200 quid, all of a sudden it's a fucking meltdown. Okay, so what? It was all right if it was 5 quid or 20 quid or 200, like 200 though, that's not allowed. Yeah? What are you guys, you haters, yeah? This is to all you haters, because I know you're going to come and watch this video, right? Every single one of you has got an ulterior motive. You even got a blog you want to promote, a shop you want to sell stuff in, or anything else, a YouTube channel of your own. No, listen to the people are so noisy. Exactly, bun the haters, exactly. Yeah. So what these people do, because nobody gets any, they don't get any traffic towards their channels or towards their blogs or anything like that, because nobody's interested in what they've got to say. What they do is they try and find an excuse for Arsenal losing a football match. So it's, oh my God, they made £200 off a loss. Let me tell you something now, right? Every single day I post videos. Before last night, when did we last have a game? So it's off of negativity, off of loss. You're profiting off a loss. Mate, listen, I make videos every single day of the week. So technically, I'm profiting every day, okay? So hope that's cleared that up for you. Thank you, VP, for your donation, my friend. Did I ask you to do that? No, I didn't, but thank you. Another thank you. Cheers, mate. But yeah, let's get back onto the game now. I've explained that and cleared it up for the haters out there. But yeah, let's read some of these comments. Thank you for all the love and positivity, by the way. I came late, what happened? As a Chelsea fan, I feel for you lot. Do you know what, yeah? Listen, bruv. I'll go on to the game in a second, yeah? But I feel sorry for every single Arsenal fan that spent an absolute arm and a leg to get out to Baku. Yeah, it weren't easy to get out there. It wasn't cheap to get out there. And some of them ain't even home yet. I know that Robbie and the boys are landing probably in about 20 minutes or so, half hour. Some of these other people ain't even going to get back for 2 or 3 days. Mohammed said, Lee, can you cheer me up, please? I wish I could, mate. I wish I could. Rabba, thank you for your donation, mate. Appreciate that. And good luck to your team on Saturday, by the way. But yeah, the way I see it is a lot of these people ain't going to be back for the next 24, 48 hours. And it's not fair that they've gone out there. I know they didn't have to go out there, but it's not fair on them fans that have been home and away, some of them all season, some of them first game of the season, whatever it may be, doesn't make you any bigger or better of a fan whether you've been to 1 game or 101 games, or not even any games, because of logistics and stuff like that. You're still all Arsenal fans or football fans, depending on what team you support, okay? Right, now, if you live in America and you can't get to games, that don't mean you're not an Arsenal fan. That just means because of logistics and prices, it's expensive to go and watch your team. So this summer, when Arsenal tour America, an awful lot of Arsenal fans will be going to it that have never seen Arsenal play. And fair play to them. Credit to every single one of them, because that ain't cheap either. I know the tickets are an absolute rip-off. But a lot of these fans ain't going to get back until tomorrow. I'm not coming to the US, mate. I'll be in Spain. I'll be in Spain for 2 weeks. I'm a bit gutted about that, if I'm being honest. I wanted to come. But I think that them players last night owe it in some way to them fans to maybe give them something off their season tickets, maybe give them some sort of contribution to getting reimbursed. That was a disgrace what they did last night. As soon as that Giroud goal went in, bang, capitulation. And we have seen it time and time again over the years. And like, you know, I see Lucas Torreira crying his eyes out. Yeah, was he crying his eyes out because he played so bad, or was he crying his eyes out because it hurt that we lost? I don't know. I ain't Lucas Torreira. All I do know is it looked like he gave a toss. You know, a lot of them didn't look like they wanted to be there. We'll get on to Mr. Ozil. Did he call the manager a fucking pussy or whatever it was? Was it the manager he said that to? I'm not so sure. I don't know. You're a fake fan on social media. Yeah, remember, mate, you're watching me, and if you watched an advert, you've donated to it. So thank you, mate. Cheers. Seriously, these people. But yeah, was Ozil saying that to Unai Emery? Or was he just saying it in the direction of Chelsea players? I couldn't see on the clip I watched. But, you know, he's got to have a long, hard look at himself this summer, and the football club needs to have a long, hard look at themselves this summer. You know, Ozil walking off, literally walking off. Joe Willock, I said this when I was doing the stream with Kenny, right? Joe Willock is coming onto that football picture in, right? Joe Willock, a young kid trying to make his name in the game. And he walked off, ambled off, slumped shoulders. Listen, I get that he's not happy that we're losing, yeah? I get that. But at least jog over as the experienced man, one of the 5 captains, and go over to him, put your arm around and say, come on, mate, try and get us back in the game. This geezer's in my chat again, mate. How many accounts have you got? Go and get a missus, mate. Seriously. Mate, seriously, all you people tagging 200 quid in the comments, yeah? Are you all salty because you can't earn that in a week or something? Like, seriously. Just remember, like I said, you are watching me, okay? I didn't ask you to watch me. I didn't ask for anyone to donate to my channel. If people want to donate to my channel or the channel I was on, that is up to them. The only people getting salty about it are the ones that can't earn any money. Right, anyway, like I said, Arsenal need to decide what type of football club they're going to be now. Are they going to be the type of football club that say, right, we're going to go and put mass investment in, we're going to go and throw money at it, we're going to have a mass clear out, we're going to get rid of the likes of Ozil, Mkhitaryan, Xhaka, Mustafi, Kolasinac. Again, another piss-poor performance from Kolasinac last night. You know, last night he had an opportunity to whip a ball in first time for Aubameyang. Yeah, he didn't whip that in. He took a touch and we got a corner. That would have put us 1-0 up. If he whips that ball in, Aubameyang has a tap in, 3 yards out. So, yeah, do we go and get rid of these players? Do we say, right, we're having a mass clear out, we're going to get rid of all these players, we're going to go and throw £300 million at it over the next couple of windows? Or are the club going to come out and have some balls and say, we can't compete with that, we're going to stay as we are, but what we're going to do is we're going to charge you the prices that West Ham get charged or Everton get charged, because They're charging us top dollar prices for not top dollar football, not top dollar competitions. We're not in the Champions League. You know, I just find it all a little bit, you know, and some of these people have got to take responsibility at Arsenal, right? Red Action, they had a banner many years ago. Love football, hate Usmanov. Where are they? They've gone quiet recently. They've disappeared. What do they do now? Oh, they put a little light display on or something. Great. Yeah, great. They're part of the problem. They got this guy or helped towards get this guy in. Because if everyone had Usmanov back in the day, we wouldn't be in this problem. So what do we do? What do we do? Do we come out and have the balls to say, yeah, we're gonna be like West Ham and not actually do anything or take it seriously? Static, thanks for your donation, my friend. People want to cry over 200 quid when Ozil's on 350 grand a week. Yeah, you can't slag him off though, mate, because these people cry if you do. They've all got wet tips over him. He nicked 70 grand yesterday, but people want to cry about £200. You know what I'm saying? If you add up the amount of wages that team that played last night actually earned yesterday, it probably totals in the region of about £1 million if you add it all up for days' wages over the course, the staff and everyone from top to bottom. So yeah, you're right, mate. Nah, man, let these people run their mouth in my chat room. When they get a bit too far, then I cut them. Quick maths. We should march towards David Dean's house. Do you know what, Raoul, yeah? Rahul, sorry. Do you know what? He is part of the problem as well. Selling his stake the way he did. Bracewell Smith as well. She needs to take some of that. But all in all, what I will say here, right? When the Black Scarf movement were trying to do marches back in 2010 and stuff like that, and people were giving them untold abuse and screaming and bitching and crying about it. Yeah, all them people now are the same people that are sat on social media accounts having an absolute go at it about Stan Kroenke this, Stan Kroenke that. Right? When we did the Time for Change over the previous manager, we played Norwich City and there was a protest, Time for Change. Yeah? The amount of people that stood up and sung that previous manager's name while the protest was going on. Yeah? Now they're all sitting online crying about the owner. Right? At the end of the day, if he had gone after that Norwich game or that season, we would have had Pep Guardiola as our manager. He said he wanted to come. We wouldn't have had to have changed our philosophy because the philosophy was pass and move. Decent football, we just weren't winning. Pep would have come in, brought the players that were required. We would have gone on and won everything. We didn't, and as a fan base, we have to take some responsibility for that. We kept a manager in a job for too long. You know, nobody's done anything really about the owner. Not a massive thing about the owner. So, I don't know. I don't know, mate. Let's get you out of my chat room, you muggy little prick. So yeah, let's read some of these questions out. How are you going to get the right players with no money and no pulling power? Do you know what, Josh? That is a fantastic question, my friend. Thanks to the 606 people watching live. Thank you very much. It's amazing how this guy asks me nice questions in here, but on Twitter he's a muggy prick. Yeah, I'm not reading your question, mate. But when you want to stop running your mouth on Twitter, I'll answer your questions. Did you see Claude's video? No, I haven't seen Claude's video yet. Just to answer that question, Josh, yeah? That is a bloody good question. And I think the only way we can try and get out there and compete is by getting rid of some of our players. Yeah, we've got to get rid of the biggest earners, let's be real, or the ones that are worth a few quid, you know? Rabba, thank you again, mate. Appreciate that, buddy. One defender and one midfielder. Arsenal was one midfielder and one defender away from top four. Do you know what? Yeah, I make you right on that, mate. I think we had a proper centre back this season and a proper midfielder, we would have got third. But yeah, we need to get rid of some of our top players just to fund lesser players that are coming with a little bit more hunger and passion about it. So I don't know. Laka and Aubameyang are very valuable. Hey, they could boost the transfer budget up. Do you think we should sacrifice one of them? Says official JK. I think we should. Listen, let's be real, right? people can sit here and say, oh, why would you get rid of Aubameyang? We finished fifth in the table. We finished sixth last season, right? I know he didn't come in until halfway through the season last season, but we finished fifth, right? Now, yes, he scored 30-odd goals over all competitions and all that, yeah? We haven't won the Europa League, right? For me, we could get 80 million quid for him. That buys 2 players. That fixes 2 positions in our team. He's 30 years old. He ain't going to get any better. Bye-bye. Zach, thank you very much for your donation. You'd have made money regardless of the results, for God's sake. Exactly. But people just love to scapegoat people to deflect away from the reality, mate, that their favourite player was dog shit yet again. So yeah, it's pick on League Gunner Day. But when and if Spurs win the Champions League on Saturday, yeah, they'll all be crying. Yeah, the same people all singing One Arsene Wenger, mate. So, you know, they're very hypocritical. Very hypocritical. Did you see the guy calling out so-and-so on DT's interview? Yeah, I did see that. I couldn't really hear what he was saying, mate, if I'm being honest. Do you think we can attract good players anymore, says Sharok? I think we can. I think we can. But this summer is massive. This is a crucial summer for Arsenal Football Club going forward. It shows us... big up Ryan in the chat. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you watching again. But yeah, big summer for us going forward. Because if we cock up this transfer window, we're doomed. And we are doomed for the next 4 or 5 seasons. But I don't know. I think we can attract top players. I think we need to get rid of some of these top players first. Or they're not top players, let's be real. They're overhyped players. Ika says, greetings from Helsinki. We had 150 plus Arsenal Finland Gooners yesterday in the bar. What a sad night it turned out to be. Still angry about the game. Where were the team when we were playing against... Where was the team that was playing against Napoli and Valencia? You're right, mate. You're right. Do you know what, right? Last night, the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes of that game, very, very nervous from both teams. Both were very sloppy in possession. Both looked like they were shitting it, if I'm being honest. But then after that, we kind of got a foothold on it. And for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I thought we'd done really well. Aubameyang missed a great chance. Kolasinac had the cross that he should have put in straight away for Aubameyang. He didn't. Then after that, Chelsea come back into it last 10 minutes of the first half. Giroud had a shot, Czech made a good save. But second half, we didn't even turn up. Literally, did not turn up. And Chelsea came out, they rolled their sleeves up and said, yeah, let's have it. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, some of these players have not got the mentality. Some of these players are not good enough for Arsenal. Some of these players shouldn't have been signed in the first place. Some of them shouldn't have been re-signed in the first place. And now, it's all well and good to go and blame the manager, right? That's cool, right? And that is an easy target, the manager. And people go, oh, why can you back this manager but didn't back the previous one? I backed the previous one for 15 years, yeah? Then had enough of him and wanted him out, right? Now, at the end of the day, Unai Emery last night, after that game, did you see how pissed off he was? He was stood well away from our players, and the anger and disdain on his face, looking at them as if to go, do you know what? You lot are fucking shit. That's the look he was giving. Like, you lot are shit. Yeah? One thing I want to point out here as well, right? Big up Granit Xhaka. I don't rate him. I don't think he's good enough for this football club. But them players were walking off the pitch, and he grabbed hold of him and said, go and thank the fans. Yeah? I rate that. So big up to him. But Jonathan, thanks for your donation, my friend. I watched Laka and Aubameyang pass to Willock while they were clear on goal. Why do our experienced players seem to have such bad confidence problems? Do you know what it is? They're scared of being the scapegoat, mate. Scared of being the scapegoat. Did you see Hugh Wizzy's reaction to the game, says Rabba. Thanks for your donation, mate. I haven't, but I absolutely love Hugh Wizzy, man. He does meltdowns better than anyone. FIFA for lifetime, thank you for your donation, buddy. So yeah, listen, like, our manager sat there, or stood there, and he must be pissed off. He must be hurting today. You know, this guy has just been humiliated. We've been humiliated. How many of them players genuinely care? How many of them are coming home today, or last night, yeah, and genuinely pissed off and upset? They don't care. They're going to go back to their fit misses in their massive gaff yeah, and go, oh, yeah, where should we go on holiday? Oh, let's go Maldives. Yeah, let's go and hire a yacht. Pramod, thanks for your donation, mate. a.f.c needs to stop signing old, washed-up, big names. Couldn't agree more, mate. Couldn't agree more. We need to have a massive, massive clear out. Thank you to the nearly 800 people watching this video live. Please put a like on it if you're enjoying it. It's not the most positive video I've ever done in my life, but I'm still so pissed off from yesterday. And the thing is, like I said, it could get worse Saturday. You know, it could get worse. I was in the pub before the game last night, having a couple of beers with Kenny, and there was 2 Tottenham fans in there, father and son. And the son's going out to Madrid. Yeah, and listen, I've said this on here before. If they win it, they probably deserve to win it. Beating City and Liverpool along the way, beating Dortmund on the way. If they win it, we've got to hold our hands up and take a massive fat L. But if they don't win it, that cheers us all up a little bit. It ain't going to completely cheer me up, but it'll cheer us up for the fact that they didn't win it. But why should we be relying on another team to make our fans happy? Do you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. Them players last night, I thought, you know, the only 3 that could walk off of that pitch and genuinely say they gave it a crack were Petr Cech. I thought he kept it from being proper embarrassing. Although it was embarrassing, it could have been 7. I thought Iwobi, I thought he was fantastic. He done more in 20 minutes than Mesut Ozil's done all season. Let's be real. Yeah, what a goal as well, by the way. Just a shame it was a little bit too late. And Joe Willock. You know, how is it that we've got a 22-year-old Iwobi, a 20-year-old Joe Willock, and a 22-year-old Iwobi? You know, I don't know. I just don't understand how them 2 players wanted it more than experienced players on that football pitch. I don't get it. But I don't know. Right, let's do 5-10 minutes of questions and then I'm getting out of here. My player ratings will be out later on this evening, about 9 o'clock as well. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. There's not going to be some very nice ratings, and I can tell you that. But Iwobi isn't good enough in capital and lowercase. Do you know what? Iwobi is good enough, mate. He is good enough. Yeah, good enough for where we are. He's not good enough to win us a title, in my opinion, but he is a good footballer. We see last night, what a finish. The guy should have started. Joe's 19. Thanks for that, Iron Soldier. Cheers, mate. There are too many comfortable players. Yes, I agree. Our fan base has no passion, says Studio Tech. Do you know what it is with our fan base, mate? Yeah, they're more for one player than they are the football club a lot of the time. You know, a lot of fans never have a bad word said against some of these players, yeah? Right? Let's be real. The football club, as Kenny Ken says, is the star, right? Not these players. These players play here because of the club, right? Now, all of these players need to go away this summer, sit down with their agents and find moves elsewhere, because literally 3/4 of them are not good enough. 3/4 of them are not good enough, mate. Do you think Arsenal can compete with United for transfers? It's a bloody good question, my friend. Man United can offer more money, so we probably can't. Hazard is what Arsenal fans think Mesut Ozil is, says Sulaville LFC. I hope I got your name right, mate. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. VP, thank you for that, mate. Appreciate it. Ozil gets a -1 million on the rating. Yeah, Hazard is exactly what Arsenal fans think Mesut Ozil is. But do you know what, right? More and more Arsenal fans have wised up to this guy over the years, yeah? Right, because the last 3 seasons, he has been an absolute disgrace to our football club, to our badge. Yeah, he walks around the pitch. He don't care about Arsenal Football Club. He cares about the follower base and the merchandise he sells and the PR game. That's all he cares about. Let's be real. Would Mesut Ozil be coming back to watch Arsenal Football Club once he's been sold or gone? No, of course he won't, because he don't care. You know. I just don't get it. Like, at the end of the day, there's way too many comfortable players at this football club. How are you going to spend your 200, John Livermore? There you go. I read your question out. Now you can get the fuck out of my chat. Bye-bye. All these people put in 200. You know 200 quid, yeah? Right? I'm 37 next week. You know 200 quid. You know, firstly, that wasn't on my channel. And you know, secondly, that's like not a lot of money, innit? Yeah? You know that's not a lot of money, yeah? Right, because the way you lot are going on, we can tell that you don't get a lot of pocket money. Should we sign Marco Asensio, says Football LVX. I think we should. I think he's a good player. Whether we can or not is a different story. According to reports, we're in talks with Munier, says E1-ish. Good player, mate. Whether he'd improve our shoddy defence remains to be seen. We can't sign Asensio. It'll probably cost about 60, 70 million quid, mate. What are your thoughts on signing Carrasco? Nearly 900 people watching. Please put a like on the video if you were enjoying the video. Let's read some more of these out. I think Carrasco, shady Mark. I think that would be a bargain for 25 million, if I'm being completely honest. I think that would be an absolute steal. I think he's a baller, absolute baller. Way too soon he ended up going to China. El Neni plus cash for Decore, says Banu. Would Watford take that? El Neni's shoddy goods, mate. We need to sell Lauren Koscielny while he still has value. Mate, to be honest, I think his value is going to be about 5 million. I think he will leave as well, if I'm being honest. What is this 200, Lee? I don't understand. Right, I'm going to run it past people one more time. People donate to the channel. Everyone can see people are donating to a channel. Nobody says anything. Last night when I was off camera, instead of it being muted, I mentioned that the donations to the channel I was on totaled £200. All of a sudden, you're profiting off a loss. So if it was 5 quid, would it have been all right then? Yeah? Am I profiting off a loss doing this stream today with it currently sitting at 24 quid donations? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah? Am I profiting tomorrow when I do another video, or the day after, or the day after, or the day after? Way too many haters, man. But you know what? You know you're doing something right when you've got haters. Yeah? Let's read some more of these questions out. Bring back Dixon, Adams, Winterburn and Keown out of retirement and end our problems. They'd do a lot better. Luke Farrell. Ozil earns 200 quid a minute. Yeah, exactly. And what does he do, mate? He fleeces money out of our football club by holding us to ransom all summer to get the biggest money you could get. Worst player in the squad, Ozil. Would you take Ryan Fraser? Yes, I would. I think he's an upgrade. Do you think Arsenal should... That doesn't make sense, I'm afraid, mate. Yeah, Hazard showed the blind fans last night the difference between a world-class player and one that's not, says Patrick. You're right, mate. I said it in my preview. I said it in my starting 11 reaction. This statement is false. Yep, you're absolutely right with that, mate. But this is the problem, yeah, that social media gives people. It makes hard people that live 15,000 miles away have some sort of, oh, look at me, they want to be noticed. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. It is what it is, mate. It is what it is. We should replace Xhaka with Tillemans. Yes, I agree. What do you think of Claude? I love Claude to bits. Proper gentleman. Really nice fella. Proper Arsenal. Knows his football. Been going since before I was born. 7th, Orisha. Thank you for your donation, my friend. I honestly don't get some fans keep fuming at the likes of Iwobi and Niles. Those two are being played out of position, and that needs to be addressed. Do you know what? That's what I was going to say. Right, about Maitland-Niles. I said it in my starting 11 video. I said it in my preview for the game. And I said it in my review. Maitland-Niles was going to be the crucial person in that team last night because he had the job to mark Eden Hazard. Did he do it well? I think first half he did. I thought first half he was our best player. I thought he was fantastic. First 5 minutes or so, very shaky. Very, very shaky. Kenneth, thank you for your donation, mate. Very, very shaky. Second half, he fell apart. Literally, it was like somebody had just opened up the ground and swallowed him. Yeah? What happened to him from the first half into the second half? I don't get it. But I suppose that's what happens when you've got the likes of Eden Hazard running at you. Like, it ain't going to be easy. Let's be real, right? The guy's playing out of his... look at this guy, look. Thanks for setting up an account in my name, mate. Must really love me. But yeah, it ain't easy. I'm not a professional footballer. Look at this idiot back in my chat on his 500th account. Thanks for highlighting yourself, mate. But yeah, it ain't easy, man. If Eden Hazard's running at you, right, he can go left, he can go right, he can go down for a penalty, he can go and ping a 20-yard screamer. You know, I can't really be harsh on Maitland-Niles. He ain't a right back, and he has been highlighted as not being a right back when he has played up against a proper left forward. When he's played up against Valencia and Insigne for Napoli and all that, he's looked all right. Yeah, he's looked half decent. As soon as he comes up against a proper left forward, nah. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'd play him in the centre midfield next season. I'd promote some of the kids. I'd promote, I think, Joe Willock. I think he's ready. Just throw him in. What harm could it do? Throw in Joe Willock, Saka, Smith Rowe, Maitland-Niles, all them players in, and give Eddie Nketiah more games. Getting rid of half of this dross that ain't good enough to play here. What harm could it do? Let's be real. Yeah, what harm could it do? Are we going to be any worse? Probably not. I'm profiting off wins, losses, draws, when we ain't got games, my friend. Yeah, so technically I profit every day. There we go. Thanks for that, mate. I've just profited another £1.99 from Luke Howard. Thank you, my friend. What do you think our transfer business... When do you think our transfer business will begin? To be honest, Luke, I hope it's already begun, mate. I hope that the club are already actively trying to seek players to come in, players to go out. And I'm hoping that we get it done pretty rapid, mate, because we need a total overhaul. AC Milan last season got rid of 11 players, I think it was. Yeah, why can't we do that? We're Arsenal. Why can't we get rid of 11 players? So, I don't know. I think it should start straight away. Whether it does remains to be seen. Right, let's get rid of this fucking retard in my fucking comment section. Get out. Always one or two every day. What is so bad about making money on a stream people willingly donate on? Exactly. If you heard me ask for a donation, no, you haven't. If people want to donate, feel free. That's up to them. Yeah? And I appreciate it. It goes towards equipment. People just seem to, when it's revolving around money, they just seem to hate, you know. But like I said, you know you're doing well when you've got a lot of haters. Thank you, Ramiz Hussein, for your donation. Who is the one player you want to buy the most? The one player I'd love to buy the most is Lionel Messi, mate, but unfortunately that is not going to happen. So, realistically, I'd have to say Koulibaly. I think if we throw enough money at it, which we won't, but if we do, we can get him. Big up JBO with your donation, my friend. Why are people so angry? It's only the first post-Wenger season. Emery can't turn shit into gold. Arsenal will need time to get rid of his shadow. I agree, mate. Only 2 players of Emery's team on the pitch last night. So there in itself says what it is. Rabba, thank you for your donation. Turkish wants Ozil to Fenerbahce. Probably smart. Do you know what? I think Fenerbahce are a little bit... I mean, if there's any Turkish Fenerbahce fans watching, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that they're in a bit of financial difficulty in terms of financial fair play. Because when I did my daily transfer update the other day, there was a player called... I can't remember his name now. It's gone. He's a wonder kid over there. He's been there for a long time. Can't remember his name. Eljif Elmas, I think his name was. Right? But they have to sell him or sell some of their players to comply with financial fair play going forward. So I'm not sure that they can afford him. Arsenal are depressing. Yep. Tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it. It is depressing. And the thing is, did anyone really think that when it went 2-0, 3-0, or 2-1, I can't remember what the score was, mate. That's how disinterested I am. Lee, we're seeing the aftermath of Wenger, says Brian Lau. Yes, you're right. Ika, thank you for your donation as well. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, we are seeing the aftermath of it. And listen, there was no Gazidis left for a reason, mate. Everyone else got potted. Gazidis was like, Psh, I ain't taking the rap for this. I'm getting out of here. So he went, he left, he quit before it all got stuck on him. Callum, thank you for your donation, mate. We need to sign hungrier young players and youth. Our youth setup is phenomenal. So I think we should promote some of the youth. I think we should sign young, hungry players. Why not? Why not? Listen, when Arsenal won the league at Anfield in '89, some of them players had come from lesser teams, Wimbledon, Chelmsford, Leicester. Why is it now beneath Arsenal fans to go and sign a player from Leicester or Bournemouth? Right, I don't get it. Snobbery. And snobbery has got us to fifth. Right, let's do a few more questions and I'm going to wrap this up. Nearly 950 people watching this live stream. Thank you very much, because apparently, as I've been told on Twitter, I was finished. So, yeah, thanks to nearly 1,000 people watching on a weekday afternoon. So thank you for that. If you're enjoying the video, put a like on it. I appreciate that too. Would you like to take De Ligt to Arsenal? Says Iron Soldier. I would love De Ligt. I think when Llorente came on against him, I think that showed a weakness in his game. But he is a fantastic centre-back. Fantastic centre-back, man. Another one set up in my name. I do love how these people set accounts up in my name. Jesus Christ. This is how bored they are. They're probably sat in their mum's house thinking, I know, let me set up an account, call it Lee Gunner, and then go into Lee Gunner's chat and spam his comment section. Seriously, mate, how old are you? 12? Hello from Brazil. Hello, Arthur. Don't stop your content, Lee. I love your content. Thank you, Krishna. So do all the people that have subscribed. It's actually gone up, mate. So has my Twitter following and so has my Instagram following. So, yeah, apparently finished. All these people don't understand that all they're doing is promoting all three of my platforms. So it's free marketing, mate, which is why I just let it slide. Hello from Aylesbury. You don't live too far from me, mate. Hello. Players that you would keep. It says bang over the bar 4. Players I would keep. Leno. Socrates for one more season, then bin him. Bellerin. Holding. Maitland-Niles. Joe Willock. Lucas Torreira. Iwobi for one more season. If he don't cut it, get rid. I'm struggling. Lacazette. I think that'd be about it, mate. I've probably missed a few. I'm sure people will tell me about it. Smith Rowe, I'd keep him as well. Ika, thank you, mate. Have a beer. Cheers. Tierney, Saliba, Manolos, Sayak. That'd be a good transfer window, in my opinion, if we get out the ones we need to get out. Would you take Jonathan Tah? I think I would. Lee, what do you think is the biggest problem at Arsenal Football Club? Says W942ULL. The fan base, mate. That's what the problem is. The fan base. A lot of them don't support the club. They support players. So, yeah, the fan base is probably the biggest problem. The fan base could have got Kroenke out. Could have got the previous manager out 6 years ago. If we'd got the previous manager out 6 years ago when Black Scarf were doing marches and stuff like that back in 8 years ago, and even the most recent marches a few years ago, if people actually joined and jumped on board, mate, we would not be sat here in 5th place in the table, all depressed because we've lost the Europa League final. We would have already been back in the Champions League and possibly been competing. So, yeah, there we go. If you want immediate results, splash the cash like City. If not, give Emery time. Build slowly like Poch and Klopp, says Anam. Yes, it's whether he gets the time though, mate. It's whether he gets the time. Another one can get out of my chat. These people come and watch me and then sit there and get kicked out. I don't get it. Why would you pipe up? This is the thing that makes me laugh about social media, right? These people genuinely think that I'm getting so upset over it. Mate, I'm going to France in the morning. I couldn't give 2 fucks about people spamming my comments. Did Arsenal underappreciate Olivier Giroud? That's a very good question, mate. Awais Chowdhury, that is a good question. Personally, I think that if he played for Arsenal now, he would have been a better player because he would have had better players around him. He would have had the Lacazette around him or the Aubameyang around him. So, yeah, I suppose in a way we did. I mean, he scored over 100 goals for Arsenal, mate. So, in a way, you've got to say that's half decent, isn't it? Thank you, Luke. Did Kroenke have a hand in our move from Highbury? No, he didn't. So, all the people who don't know this, basically, this is, I think this is a true story. I've heard this story a number of times. And George Graham was actually the one that wanted Arsenal to move away from Highbury and go and build a new stadium, right? Fix your teeth with that 200 quid. Do you know what? I like my teeth, mate. If I wanted to fix them, I'd fix them. Because you know what? I've got more than 200 quid sat in the bank and it'd be about 700-800 quid to fix them. But I'm quite happy with them, mate. And now I know it pisses you off. Good. I won't kick you out my chat. You can stay in and keep looking at them. Idiot. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, let's fuck him off. Bye-bye. Yeah, George Graham was the one that wanted us to move out of Highbury. He ended up getting sacked. A few years later, obviously, Wenger comes in, oversees the move. Right? Now, when we moved to the Emirates, it was 2006. And we moved into the Emirates. And 2007, I think it was, that Stan Kroenke came into Arsenal. So it was a full year after we'd moved into the Emirates. Now, we moved to the Emirates to be self-sustaining, self-sufficient, right? At the time, he was the perfect owner for what everything Arsenal wanted and what Arsenal fans wanted. Everyone was laughing at Chelsea. Thanks for your donation, Jack. Appreciate it, mate. Jack Malloy, thank you. Everyone was laughing and saying, we don't want to be like Roman Abramovich. We don't want a sugar daddy owner. Yeah, this and that. Right? Then full circle, all these years later, everyone's now realised, well, actually, yeah, that is what we want. Well, where were all these people 15 years ago? 12 years ago? Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Kroenke didn't have a hand in it, no, is the short answer to your question. Right, I'm going to do a couple more questions, then I'm getting out of here. Where do you think Arsenal will finish if they promote the youngsters and sack the rest? Says Abhishek Chowdhury. I don't think we'd finish any worse than 6th or 7th, mate. So let's be real, we're paying out millions and millions of pounds on these players that would finish 2 places higher. How many players do we need to get this summer? At least 10. Crypto money team, man, just ignore them. They make me laugh. Yeah, like I said, if they've watched an advert before they've come into it, they're helping towards me profiting or failure. Yeah, clueless, mate. Let them crack on. Nearly 900, well, there is 950 people watching. If you have enjoyed the stream, please put a thumbs up on it. My player ratings will be out about 9 o'clock tonight as well. If you haven't seen it already, you can go back and check out my daily transfer update. I'll be doing another one of them tomorrow morning. I'll be then doing a live stream from France. I am going to France tomorrow off of all that money I've profited on. So yeah, I'll be doing a live stream from France tomorrow. Let's do one more question before we get into here. Get out of here even. Let's go, one more question. Give all the players the minus in your player ratings. No, I thought Iwobi and Petr Cech and Maitland-Niles, not Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock done all right, but I'll be honest, mate. I'll just be straight up honest. I'll say it as I see it. If people want to cry over it, that's up to them. Hazard gives Chelsea 100% in his final season and Ozil gives 0% levels. Absolutely spot on. Do you do YouTube only for the money? No. I do it because I like talking about football, Josh. If I get paid for it, bonus. I've got a job, mate. So, yeah, I make my money and pay my bills off of the job I've actually got. So, how long will it take us to rebuild? 2-3 years? I feel like crying, Lee. Yes, same. So do I, Brandon. Plastic says Jalan Hart, who's never been to a game in his life, sitting on my stream telling me I'm plastic. Good one, mate. Lee Gunner is a snake. Yeah, you can get out of my chat room. Keep watching, mate. Keep watching, haters. Anyway, thank you to nearly 1,000 people that were watching it live at one point. Thank you to everyone who's donated. Thank you very much. Nearly spilt my tea. Thank you ever so much to everyone who slapped a like on the video. Thank you to everyone in the comments section, including all you haters, yeah? Keep hating. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.